A bright blue light slices through Gotham's night sky. The bat signal is on, but the man who answers isn't the one they expected. Superman descends, floating like a living statue. Yes, Commissioner? Commissioner Gordon looks up, confused. Superman? I was expecting. He's out of town, Superman explains with a smile. Asked me to cover for him. Hope that's okay. Gordon nods, recovering quickly. A pleasure. We could use your skills tonight. Word on the street is there's an underworld auction happening somewhere in Gotham. No one knows where. No one knows what's being sold. But whatever it is, it's attracting bidders from all over the world. While Gordon talks, Superman's eyes glow for a second. He heard something. A millisecond-long alarm. Barely enough to register on any system. Park East District, he says. Looks like a cat burglar. I'll send a car. Gordon starts. But Superman's already in the air. Don't trouble yourself, sir. I'm a guest. Allow me. Cut to a grand estate filled with jewels, artifacts, and gold. Catwoman glides through the darkness with practiced grace. She scoffs. God, so much treasure. And he just lets it pile up. She opens a massive vault with ease. You really should take better care of your things, Mr. Vanderskyke, or they won't stay yours forever. But then, a voice. Calm, firm, familiar. Is this what you're looking for? Superman stands in the doorway, holding the glittering object in one hand. Catwoman freezes, then smiles. God, yes. You must be Catwoman, he says. You're coming with me. But she doesn't run. Instead, she steps forward with a grin. Whoa, you might want to be careful stepping across the sensors there. Superman blinks. What? A sharp click. Booby trap. A bolt of electricity erupts around him, lighting up the vault. But Superman's eyes blaze back. He burns through the mechanism in a flash. There, he steps into the now empty room, sighing. Oh, swell. Above Gotham's rooftops, Catwoman vaults and flips with agile elegance. She thinks aloud as she runs. Oh dear, those muscles and that hair, he never smiles. She lands, still muttering to herself. Maybe this once I should try Boy Scout. Not like I'll break him. Despite my best efforts. Superman waits behind her. I can't hear you. She freezes. She starts explaining in a rush. Okay, that's not what it looked like. I don't usually go after gaudy horse eggs. But I needed it. For a good reason. Cross my dapper heart. He's unimpressed. Which was... To get into an auction, she admits. What do you know about that auction? He presses. She shifts closer. Well, it's on your radar, huh? You need a stake to get in. Minimum's $1 million in cash or goods. Where? When? Superman asks. I forget. She smirks, leaning in. But maybe I know what might jog my memory. He says it calmly, but with command. Stop. I don't work with criminals, Superman states. I strongly suggest you tell me what's being sold tonight. She softens. It's something to do with Batman. A map to a hidden cave outside the city. They say it could put him out of business. Underwater, Superman swims effortlessly, retrieving an ancient-looking artifact. When he surfaces, he holds it up. This should get us in. She lights up. It's a date. It's a mission, he replies. You're trusting me? Catwoman asks. I have my reasons. We call a truce, for now, Clark affirms. But she's already onto something else. We can't go to the auction dressed like this. We need undercover wear. Take me shopping. It's late, he says. Stores are closed. I'm forgetting where the auction is, Catwoman says playfully. He sighs. Fine. Soon. A changing room. A flurry of clothes. Voila. I look fabulous. How about you, partner? Oh no. No, no, no. She tosses aside accessories one by one. Not that. Nor that. Nor those. EW. Superman emerges awkwardly in a suit. I don't think this is suitable. No headgear, she insists, pushing up his tie. You're good. He mumbles, a mustache. She grins. Oh, I like the nervous bit. That's really working for you. Go with that. Clark sighs. The auction floor buzzes with tension. An appraiser studies the Atlantean necklace, puzzled but impressed. Never seen a necklace like it. But this is unquestionably of adequate value. His hands tremble slightly. Clark leans towards Selina, now disguised in an oversized suit and glasses. Don't antagonize the man, he whispers. Just get us in. The auction proceeds. Clark shifts uncomfortably. Relax, Catwoman says. It's not like anyone's going to recognize you. But Clark isn't convinced. Item after item is paraded in front of eager bidders, until item number 14 hits the stage. A Joker playing card laced with real venom. The crowd erupts. 500, 1,000, 5,000. Then, the gavel slams down. Sold for 10,000. Moving to item 15. Clark sighs, whispering, "How long is this auction supposed to take?" Selina, calm as ever, replies, "You never start with the big-ticket items. These tend to run a while." And then, finally, item 20. The item everyone's been waiting for. A map. The auctioneer's voice hardens. The map to a very special cave in the Gotham area. If you're in this room, you already know why Batman fears this map. Bidding begins at $1 million. Clark's eyes narrow. That necklace we used to get in, it's not designed for open air. He's right. On the display, the necklace begins to sparkle, then dissolve. On land, he says grimly, it'll react with the atmosphere, crumble to dust. Still, the auction surges forward. The crowd demands proof. How do we know that map is legit? The auctioneer holds up a small vial. This sample of water came from the cave itself, a hidden grotto capable of granting shape-shifting powers. The very one that transformed Matthew Hagen. Clayface. Clark's voice cuts through the noise. That's Clayface Cave. Panic erupts. Thieves, someone yells. Security rushes in. Clark shields Catwoman. Get behind me. One guard swings a club. Clark catches it midair. Honestly, he mutters as the weapon shatters on impact. It tickles. Screams break out. Chairs scatter. Selina vanishes in the chaos. Clark looks around, stunned. She's gone, and she took the map. Somewhere in the crowd, Catwoman slips away with the prize. The auctioneer barely escapes, map and vial in hand, until Superman grabs him by the collar and lifts him into the sky. When in Gotham, Clark growls, his heat vision glowing. Tell me where that map led. The auctioneer stammers, terrified. You're Superman. You're not really going to hurt me. Clark's voice is ice. Try me. The man crumbles under the pressure. I don't know. That info was kept by the seller. And who was? The auctioneer cuts him off. Even if I told you, she'd have me assassinated before sunup. Do your worst, but I won't name her. Clark tightens his grip, anger smoldering. He doesn't need to be told twice. Superman hears the panicked voice shouting orders through a communicator. Someone enraged that Catwoman got away with the map. Of course it was her. Who else? From above, he listens in, eyes glowing with silent fury. The voice is frantic. She's heading for the grotto, and they're ordered to stop her by any means necessary. A woman on the other end screams into the phone. The moment Catwoman shows, kill her. Far beneath, in the dark caverns of the hidden grotto, Selina moves quickly, agile and determined. She knows this place is special. The waters here gave Clayface his power. And now, they might hold more than just history. They might hold opportunity. But her thoughts are cut short. There she is. The Clayface clones rise, grotesque and unstable, shouting in unison. Kitty, one lashes out. You're an over-your-head kitty. Selina grunts as a massive clay fist slams into her, grabbing her mid-leap. She's outnumbered, surrounded, but not alone. A rainbow blur crashes in. Superman, tearing through clay and rock like it's paper. The clay monsters crumble as the sonic shockwave clears the cavern. Stay here, he tells Selina without looking. She smirks. Again, we think alike. The Clayfaces gasp for air. Even they need oxygen, and Superman knows that. He drives them back into a chamber, sealing them inside with molten stalactites. A temporary cage, but enough to hold them. We got extraordinarily lucky, he says. They barely dipped their toes in the water. If they'd gone all the way in, an army of Clayfaces could have turned Gotham into a war zone. Superman looks at them, half-transformed, unstable, dangerous, and yet pitiable. At least for a bit, he says, watching as the transformation slowly fades. But there's no time to relax. Clark confronts Selena, furious. Now that you have it, how dare you? He stands tall. You thought you could play me? That I wouldn't catch up to you before you used this to your advantage? Her tone softens, playful but sharp. Of course you found me. I was counting on it. This was a team up, remember? He doesn't answer. You've got about 4 seconds to decide, Blue Eyes. Are we partners or not? She triggers the charges. The countdown begins. 3, 2, 1. The cave explodes behind them as Superman bursts into the sky, carrying the unconscious clay faces in one arm and Catwoman in the other. Bathed in moonlight, Catwoman swings gracefully through the air, nestled in Superman's arms. See what good things happen when you trust me, she says with a sly grin. Superman hesitates, then replies, well, it's not so much that I trust you. I trust him. She plants a sudden kiss on his cheek. You are just so unbelievably sweet, she laughs. As they land on a rooftop, Superman tries to explain. Let me clarify, because I clearly haven't made myself clear. Batman could put you away 8 days a week, twice on Saturday. He doesn't. He lets you run loose for his own reasons, whatever they are. Catwoman stretches, amused. This was fun. Let's do it again sometime. I'll come to Metropolis. No, Superman answers flatly. I'll bring poison ivy, she replies. Really? Truly? No. He raises an eyebrow. Wait, she's the one who dresses just and leaves. Yep, Catwoman answers. Superman sighs. No, take the win. Go. She flashes a grin and disappears into the shadows. A moment later, Superman flies over the city, catching up with her mid-jump. Still, he calls out, I have to say, that was pretty impressive. The whole explosion thing. She lands on a rooftop, listening. It's pretty obvious, he continues. You could have sold that water yourself for a king's ransom. And you didn't. He softens. I'll make sure Batman knows. Catwoman pauses. In her gloved hand, the glowing vial gleams for a second longer. Then Superman crushes it with heat vision. Night, he says with a smirk, vanishing into the skyline. The moonlight catching just enough of her smile to make you wonder what she's planning next. And that's the story, folks. Please, leave your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. See you next time.